Hi, it's Karen, and today I want to talk to you about receiving referrals. And this is such an important topic, and we actually had a question about this in our Coaching Success Club a couple weeks ago about how do I create a referral program? So I'm going to tell you all about that. It's going to be super easy, but before I do, I'm going to talk about why it's important to have referrals. Just imagine this. You go into an enrollment conversation, get on the phone, and the person says, I'm ready to hire you. When do we start? That's what happens when a referral occurs. People are sent to you and they're already pre-qualified and predisposed to working with you. In fact, I remember a couple of years ago, I had someone referred to me and she wanted to make a career change. And I said to her, well, I can refer you to a career coach. I was going to refer her out. And she said, oh no, Karen, I want to work with you. And actually it worked out well. She made a change in her career and got a really big bump up in pay within about 9 months. So coaching works no matter what. But she would not be referred to anyone else because someone referred her to her. She wanted to work with me. So what if you could have a whole group of your ideal clients ready to work with you, so that when you went into an enrollment conversation, they would say, when do we start? So that's the basis of our conversation today. There are 3 statistics that I want to share with you. The first statistic is that 73% of people who hired executive coaches said they did so by referral. And that's from a Sherpa study from last year, so it's very current information. And the thing about that is, I believe that it's even harder to get hired into corporate. So that number might be even higher for, say, life coaches or health coaches or relationship coaches by referral. This is why I'm so excited about referrals. The second statistic I want to share with you is that only 3% of people are ready to buy at any given time. So 3% of your ideal clients are ready to buy at any given time. That's not a huge percentage. So what that means is we've really got to be in front of them at the moment they're ready to buy. And the third statistic that I want to share is that 7 contacts are what it takes statistically for people to move forward. So all of these statistics could be true or not for you, but I always like to look at statistics because they can help us with the probability, like they can help us go with the flow of what's happening. So let's look at that in terms of creating a referral program for your business. What do these numbers mean? So first of all, you want to find, I would say, 5 to 10 people that are centers of influence that can refer clients to your ideal clients. So for instance, if you're a health coach and you know the owner of a gym who has lots of people there getting healthy, that would be a great center of influence and someone who could refer to you. If you're a relationship coach and there's maybe a marriage counselor, that when they finish with the counseling and the couple needs follow-up, you could work with them. And anyone in corporate that you know that could refer you into corporate would be a good center of influence. So think about who you might know as a center of influence and write a list of 5 to 10 names. It doesn't have to be a big list. Get the anniversaries and birthdays of your centers of influence. So you want to be able to really connect with them. And so this is something you could send them a card for their birthday and or their anniversary. That's the first step. The second step is create a campaign with 5 different touches or contact points. I'm sorry, with 7. We're going to go with 7 because I'm going to go back to 5. 5 is the 80% of people move forward at 5 contacts, but 100% probability of your ideal clients who are the right fit, who are ready, will move forward with 7. So we're going to go with 7 contacts. Create a campaign or a system of 7 contacts with these 5 to 10 refers. Now just think about this for a minute. If you have 5 to 10 refers and 3% of your ideal clients are ready to be coached at any given time, if you have 10 refers out there, because this is easier math, then that's that increases your chances to 30% because they all have 3%. So this is where it gets really interesting and it creates a lot of ease. You're focused on deepening your relationship and getting in front of the referrers so that they can focus on referring people to you. So see how easy it gets. So I actually mapped out a campaign with 5 different contacts, and let me tell you what they are. So the first one, and I'm going to use my glasses on this because I'm at that place where I like to need them to read. One could be an article that is relevant to your ideal clients. You could send them a link to an article. Another thing, you could send them the latest book in that field with a very short report. And by short report, I mean 3 sentences of here's what I learned from, here's a book that's really, really good in this field, and here's what I learned from it. So the latest health book, and here's what I learned from it. Curating content for them. The next is a current statistic about what's happening in their field. I gave you 3 right here. So it gets their mind going and thinking about things. You could recommend a movie that they would like, something that would be interesting to them. It could even be a personal thing and relate it to what's going on with them. You could send a quote that's a favorite of yours. I love quotes. I have, hundreds of quotes in my back pocket that I put in a little Word document. And so you could send them a quote. You could write an acknowledgement to them, or a love letter. Something that says, gee, you're out there helping people get healthy as this gym owner, and I really want to acknowledge you for that. People don't get acknowledged very often at all, and that would be something that would catch their attention. And also birthday and anniversary cards. So those are 7 different things that you could do to stay in contact with your referrers. So what if you sent them 1 thing a month? In 7 months, you've sent them all of these contacts, all of this stuff, and you're going to be top of mind for them. And they're going to understand that they know who you are. They know that you're looking for clients. So the other thing that I want to share with you about this referral process, the other part of it is follow through. So when someone does send you a client, send them something, a thank you note, even a handwritten thank you note, or even an email. I mean, anything to acknowledge that they've sent you something. Sometimes I send a Kindle book. It doesn't have to be super expensive, that I think my referrers will really enjoy, something that I've thought about for them. For people who refer to my 6-month or 1-year coaching programs, I send them something a little bit more special. I've sent out Tiffany vases from Tiffany's. Everyone likes to get something from Tiffany's. For the men, women are more in the Tiffany state. For men, it could be like a Mont Blanc pen. If somebody's paying you $10,000 for a year-long coaching program, you can afford to give up part of that for your referrer. You want to delight them. You want them to remember that. And every time they use that pen or every time they see that vase, they're going to think, wow, I got that. And it's going to remind them to refer to you. So all of these statistics, all of these ideas will really support you in getting the right people into your business with lots of ease and joy. So to sum up, do a referral program. Find 5 to 10 centers of influence and send them something on a monthly basis that really makes a difference for them. And you could send them on every 3 weeks or every 2 weeks, even if you wanted, whatever you want to do. But after a while, this all seems to take on a mind of its own and a momentum. And it's really easy when you pick up that phone for that enrollment conversation and somebody says, Susie Smith referred me to you. When do we start? That is just a great feeling. So I hope you enjoyed this tip. If you would like more tips like this, join our Coaching Success Club. That's at coachingsuccessclub.com, where we meet. I do Q&A calls twice a month for the club and answer any of your questions, including any questions about what we've talked about today. So for now, I'll sign off wishing you lots of love and great joy.